This is the story of Clara Evans, a 32-year-old curator at the prestigious Chicago Modern Art Museum. Clara had always been passionate about art, spending long hours preserving and presenting priceless works to the public. The museum was preparing for its most anticipated exhibition in years, a showcase of rare 19th-century paintings, including a piece rumored to be worth tens of millions of dollars. The museum was bustling with visitors, reporters, and art critics on the opening day. Among the staff were two individuals whose roles would change the course of the exhibition. Mark Sullivan, the 36-year-old security manager, was in charge of all surveillance, access points, and night patrols. Polite, charismatic, and always on top of every detail, Mark was well respected by both staff and visitors. Few suspected the obsession he harbored with high-value art, or the lengths he would go to acquire it. Then there was Isabel Reyes, a 28-year-old intern assigned to assist Clara with the exhibit. Isabel was bright, ambitious, and eager to learn, but she had a secret. She was connected to an international art theft ring, and she had her eyes on the centerpiece of the exhibit, the legendary painting known as The Veiled Muse. The exhibition opened flawlessly. Visitors admired the intricate brushwork, the velvet ropes, and the high-tech security displays. Clara noticed subtle anomalies. Certain camera angles seemed slightly off, doors that should have been locked were found ajar, and some access logs did not match the actual schedule. She dismissed her concerns at first, thinking it was minor human error. By the second night, Clara received a strange email on her work account. Art is meant to be free. It was unsigned and contained a blurred image of the Veiled Muse. Alarmed, Clara brought it to Mark's attention, expecting concern. Mark smiled politely, assuring her that security was airtight and that emails like this were probably spam or a prank. As the week progressed, more anomalies appeared. Motion sensors tripped without reason. Security camera footage showed brief shadows near the painting, but the cameras had no memory of the intruders. Clara began to suspect an inside job. Isabel, who often stayed late helping Clara catalog the artworks, seemed to be unusually helpful, directing Clara's attention elsewhere at key moments. The tension escalated on Thursday evening. The museum was closing early for private maintenance when Clara went to check on the exhibit. To her horror, the Veiled Muse had disappeared. The display case was empty, and the security logs showed no recorded breach. Panic set in. The museum immediately contacted the Chicago Police Department. Detective Nathan Cole, a 42-year-old investigator known for his calm, methodical approach, arrived on the scene. He interviewed staff and reviewed all digital records. The initial assumption was a professional theft with inside knowledge. As he pieced together the evidence, it became clear that both Mark and Isabel had played roles in the theft. Mark had used his access to disable certain cameras at precise times, while Isabel had manipulated Clara and other staff to avoid suspicion. However, the investigation revealed an unexpected twist. While Mark believed he was orchestrating the heist with Isabel, she had her own plan. She had already arranged for a courier to extract the painting once the exhibit closed, leaving Mark unaware that he had been double-crossed. Isabel vanished with the Veiled Muse, leaving only a digital trail of misleading security logs and falsified entries. Detective Cole, using a combination of psychological profiling, digital forensics, and interviews with museum staff, began narrowing down suspects. He discovered inconsistencies in Mark's alibi, but more critically, he traced Isabel's connections to an international art network through encrypted communications and shipping manifests. The case drew national attention. Media outlets reported on the audacious theft, the sophisticated manipulation of museum security, and the betrayal of trust within the institution. Clara testified about the subtle signs she had noticed, the misplaced items, unusual access times, and the behavior of both Mark and Isabel. Her observations became key evidence in the unfolding investigation. Mark was eventually arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit theft, while Isabel remained at large, her whereabouts unknown. The painting itself has never been recovered, though authorities suspect it was shipped overseas to private collectors. The museum recovered from the shock, tightening security protocols and implementing rigorous access controls. Clara continued her work, but she remained vigilant, understanding that those who appear trustworthy can sometimes harbor dangerous intentions. The story of the Veiled Muse became a cautionary tale in art circles, a reminder that obsession, ambition, and deception can exist even in the most cultured and secure environments. Clara's courage, meticulous observation, and intuition helped reveal the hidden manipulations, but the ultimate loss served as a chilling testament to how carefully planned crimes can unfold in plain sight. Even now, visitors to the Chicago Modern Art Museum admire the remaining works with awe, unaware of the shadows that moved behind the scenes. And Clara, once naive about the darker side of human ambition, now approaches every exhibit with a sharpened eye and a deeper understanding that sometimes the most dangerous heists are those committed not by strangers, but by those who walk among us every day.